Welcome to the tutorial of understanding data terminal equipments, data communication equipments, their interfaces MDI, MDI-X, and in Ethernet cable types. This is our network, and these devices act as a communication endpoint which is responsible for generating or receiving data. In this slide, we highlight the devices where the network connection terminates, known as data terminal equipments (DTE). These typically use MDI, medium dependent interface, for connecting to the network. In this device, we were focusing on devices that operate within the network infrastructure, known as DCE, data communication equipment. These devices facilitate the flow of data between endpoints and typically use an MDI-X, medium dependent interface crossover port for connectivity. At the end, we are seeing DTE equipments and DCE, data communication equipments, in between this. Depending on the configuration, a router can function either as a DTE or a DCE. In a specific setup, especially in lab or in serial WAN wide area network configuration, a router may act as a DTE when receiving clocking from another device, or as a DCE when providing clocking to the connected device. To connect similar devices, we need crossover cables, whereas to connect DTE and DCE, we need patch cables. Modern devices often features auto MDI/MDI-X, can use any type of cable, MDI-X or auto MDI/MDI-X. Some modern PLC features auto MDI/MDI-X functionality, which automatically detects the types of connected devices and adjusts the signal transmission. This eliminates the need of crossover cables. With a clear understanding of DTE and DC and their interfaces, it's time to dive into the cables that connects them, patch, crossover, and their categories. A crossover cable connects two devices of the same type. For example, DTE to DTE or DCE to DCE. When two PCs, PLC or PC are directly connected with each other, they should be use crossover cables. Connecting two devices directly means output transmit pin of one device are connected to the input receive pin of the other. The crossover cables pin 1 and 2 transmit of one end are connected to the pin of 3 and 6 receive on the other end, and vice versa. This wiring ensures proper signal flow between the two similar devices, such as PC to PC or switch to switch. However, when two PC communicate through DCE device like switch or hub, a straight through cable is used. In this case, DCE device internally crosses the transmit and receive signal, so no crossover cable is needed. In contrast, a cross-through cable, also known as patch cable, use direct pin-to-pin wiring to connect complementary device such as PC to a switch. This type of cable, each pin one end connects to the same number of pins of the other end. Pin 1 is connected to 1 and 2 and 2 and so on. This diagram illustrates the straight through cable, patch cable configuration. Both end of the cable flow follow the same pin order. The wire colors orange, white, orange, green, blue remains consistent across the both end. This ensures pin 1 to 1 pin mapping, ideal to connecting DTE DCE device like PC to switch. Used to connect similar device types, switch to switch or PLC to PC or computer to computer. This crossover allows TX transmit pin to connect with RX receive pin between the two similar devices. As cable length increases, thicker or shield cables are used to reduce signal loss, attenuation, and block interference. Patch cord often use coaxial cable, whereas shield cords carries a signal and the surrounding mesh serves as a ground. An 8P 8C modular plug often before being crimped onto a cable. By holding both ends of the cable side by side, a different wiring pattern indicates it's a crossover cable. Now let's have a look at PLC cables. These are programming cables. Logom PLC cables This is PPI cable for S7200 PLC. This is MPI cable for S7300 and 400 PLC. And these are Profibus and Profinet. Profibus is purple and Profinet is green. Profinet and Profinet comparison. Cable is purple. Profibus 485 RS485 single pair cable is used, and Profinet, it is green industrial Ethernet cables. Protocol is serial fieldbus in Profibus. In Profinet it is industrial Ethernet. Connector is D9 and Profinet is RJ45. It supports fiber optic also. This Profibus speed is 9.6 in kbs to 12 mbs, whereas in Profinet it is 100 megabits per second into gigabit per second. Data change is master slave model and consumer provided model, more flexible. Profinet and Ethernet cables both use Ethernet technology but serve different purposes. Profinet cables are optimized for industrial automation and real-time data communication, offering higher reliability and rugged design. Ethernet cables are more versatile, suited for general networking in home and offices. Different type of Ethernet cables. Cat 1 megabit per second ISDN. Cat 2 4 megabits per second token ring. Let's use a token ring for organized data access. Cat 3 10 megabits per second token ring, 10 base T, 10 megabits per second speed baseband signaling to state pair cables with wire 2 wire pairs. Cat 4 token ring. Cat 5 100 megabits per second, Ethernet 10 megabits per second. Fast Ethernet is 10 megabits per second, token ring 16 megabits per second. Cat 5 has a 5 twists per inch, whereas in Cat 6 there is 6 twists per inch for better performance. In Cat 6 1 gigabits per second and above. Ten base T and 100 base T Ethernet standard. Speed 10 megabits per second. Uses 2 pair of wires within the cable. 100 base T, also called fast Ethernet, 10 times faster than 10 base T. Base stand for base band signaling and T stand for twisted pair cables. Cat 5 1000 megabit per second Giga Ethernet. Cat 6 1000 megabit per second Giga Ethernet up to 10 gigabits per second. Enhanced shielding. Cat 7 higher speed, better shielding for minimal interference. Cat 8 supports even higher speed, designed for high bandwidth application. Comparison between multi-mode and single mode fiber cable. The core of multi-mode is 50 to 62 microns, while in single mode is smaller, very thinner, 8 to 10 microns. Multi-mode uses 5 LED vertical cavity surface emitting lasers as a light source, and this multi-mode fiber is ideal for LANs, data centers, building connection. Supports 500 meters at 1 gigabits per second to 2 kilometers at lower speed. Single mode fibers best for long distance, 40 to 100 kilometers with amplifiers. Higher cost due to the complex cables and laser source used in telecommunication, long haul data and city to city connection. GG45 Gigagate 45 and ARJ augmented RJ45 are connectors used for category 7, category 7A and category 8 cabling. Both are designed to support high speed data transmission, with GG45 providing enhanced shielding for better performance in high frequency environment, while ARJ45 is a modified version of the standard RJ45, offering improvement for higher bandwidth and signal integrity. The GG45 interface related implementations are developed and sold by Nexus SA, while the ARJ45 interface related implementations are developed and sold by Belfuse. The GG45 and ARJ45 connectors operate between 600 MHz to 5 GHz using shielded twisted pair and twin-X cables. To minimize crosstalks, two pairs are repositioned to occupy separate corners. GG45 is a variant of ARJ45 that lets cables with male 8P, 8C, RJ45 connectors plug into the GG45 jacks. However, GG45 cables can't plug into 8P, 8C jacks due to its protortion that activates the switch for alternate contact position. The outer four connectors of GG45 and ARJ45 are also compatible with Category 7 cables supporting the high-speed data transmission and enhanced shielding for reduced interference. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on industrial communication, and stay tuned for more.